Good morning. Hi, guys. I want to talk about actually growing your audience because I think that that's something that's really important. Let's talk about growing your audience because this is kind of the foundation of everything. If we don't have an audience who we can put through our funnel, having a funnel isn't going to help. Do you know any stats on using a TLDR, too long didn't read, which by the way, I did actually have to look up in Urban Dictionary. Did you ever any stats on using a TLDR on a blog post? I've seen them in emails, but not in blogs. That might help people. That might help get people to the bottom. No, I haven't seen them on blog posts. I guess you could add them at the bottom, but I wouldn't add them to the top. As far as the TLDRs, I put mine at the top. I like to kind of do like a summary, like a one-line summary inside of an email. I don't do them inside of blog posts per se. I do kind of in my conclusion, I wrap things up pretty much. I kind of go back overlining the points, giving like little bullet points, giving kind of the next steps, what they need to do, where they need to go, if I have any more resources, that kind of thing, inside of blog posts. But I wouldn't necessarily put it, like a too long didn't read at the top of the blog post. Reason being, I mean, even like the table of contents things for SEO, I think that helps a little bit. But if you're doing like a too long didn't read like summary of like at the very, very top, I think that it would not inhibit, deter, there we go, that's the word I was looking for. It would deter people from even scrolling down on your page and like actually reading the information. Because for our blog posts, if we're talking about like why do we have blog posts, obviously like, you know, getting people onto our email list is important, right? But also we want to give people information. We want to keep them informed. We want to give them what they're looking for and the help that they need. And so we make these longer blog posts. So we want to have people actually go through the entire blog post. Reason being, and this is one of those KPIs that you hear people talking about, KPI, key performance indicators, about SEO or like about Google and like how much they like your site, is how long do people actually spend on your site? How long do people spend on your site? And if there's kind of like a too long didn't read, like, spoiler alert, here's the ways that you can save money. Stop spending, build a budget, at cash envelope, stop using credit cards, have a great day. Then it would deter people from reading and they'd be like, oh, well, I don't need to scroll anymore on this page. So thanks. That will also cut down on ad revenue for you as well. And so it's kind of just like, not like shooting yourself in the foot, I don't want to say, but it is kind of like defeating the purpose of the blog post itself. Emails are a little bit different in my mind, at least. So I wanted to kind of like have a too long didn't read so that if people are like, girl, I got 2 minutes. You got 2 minutes of my time. That's it. Everything else after that, and I'm out. I want to make sure that if I have a link that I want them to click, if I have something that I want them to take an action on, even if it's like, go watch this video, I want to put that pretty much at the top of that email. So like, hey, happy whatever day it is. Too long didn't read. Did you know that there's a webinar tonight from Kate Doster? You need to sign up. And then inside of the rest of the email, I'll actually talk about it. I'll share a story. I'll do something funny. Whatever it is that I actually want to do inside of that email, but I wouldn't do it inside of a blog post. I mean, you can if you want, but like, I really wouldn't. The closest thing to a too long didn't read thing that I would do inside of a blog post was the table of contents. Because I do think that those are really cool. 1, 2, that's one of the things that Google says that they like right now is the table of contents. And that could have changed. They just did an update like a few weeks ago, I think. So don't take my word for it necessarily if that changed. Like that could have happened. We don't know. So yeah, that's my 2 cents on TLDRs inside of a blog post. If you want to do the table of contents, you can. That's a plugin. I wouldn't do it manually. Hard pass on doing that manually. Awesome, guys. So have an amazing rest of your day, an amazing rest of your week, and I will see you guys next time. Bye.